Hello booktube, my name is Elizabeth and welcome to Book Babble. Today I'm going to be doing my weekly wrap up for the first and second week of February. This first couple weeks of February has been insane. I went to Orlando for vacation for 5 days and we went to Disney and saw a hockey game. It was really fun. I am currently editing my Document Your Life for that first week of February, so stay tuned for that if you want to see all of my Disney adventures. It was super fun, but I didn't get much read. Let's just get started. I think I read a total of 5 things. The first thing I read was The Orphan Queen by Jodi Meadows, and this is a young adult fantasy book, and I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Purely, and I had originally given it a 4.5 or 4 out of 5 stars. I enjoyed it, but looking back on it about a week and a half later, I don't really remember anything that happened, and for it to not be memorable to me, obviously I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I did. It's of course a young adult fantasy, which I love, and I tend to rate those a little bit higher, sometimes like a 0.5 stars more than I really should have. But from what I remember, it is about these kids and their country was taken over and their parents were killed. They're all like it's a daughter of the king and queen, and then most of the other children are sons and daughters of the like highborn, you know, dukes and all those people, and they grew up in an orphanage, and they were trying to basically, now that they're teenagers, they're trying to take back their country. And it was interesting, but I really don't remember exactly what happened throughout the entirety of the book. I don't remember specific details, and that's why I decided to give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. After The Orphan Queen, I picked up Stars Above by Marissa Meyer. This is the final book in the Lunar Chronicles series. This is a combination of novellas. I think there's 9 in total, and this was so good. Gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. I cried like twice. It was just absolutely amazing. I'm not going to be doing a review or talking much about it in this wrap-up because I'm going to be doing a live show with Chloe over the Bennett Bibliophile the first Sunday in March. And because this is our book of the month for the Once Upon a Read Along that we do together, and I loved it so much. I crammed it down in like 2 days. It was so good. My least favorite novella of this is probably The Little Android, and my favorite novella is Something Old, Something New, or something Borrowed, Something Blue. I can't remember the name of it, but it's something to that effect. Let me see. Yeah, Something Old and Something New, and it was just so good. The best, probably one of the best books I've read so far in 2016. The last 3 books that I read this week, or the first 2 weeks in February, were comics, and the first one is The Descender. This is the 10th comic issue, and it is by Jeff Lemire and Justin Nguyen. I love this series so much, and I rave about this almost every single month an issue comes out, and I just rave about this series. I give it, but every issue I've given between a 4 and a 5 out of 5 stars, and like I said before, this is an AI science fiction futuristic book, and the first 5 or 6 issues, I don't remember, are in a bind up, so if you want to catch up on this comic series, I highly recommend it. It's really good. And the last 2 comics I read were Insects Volume 2 and Volume 3, and this is by Marguerite Bennett and Ariella Christiana, Ariel Christiana does the art, and Marguerite Bennett writes the story, and this is set in like 19th century England, maybe America, I'm not really sure, and it is about women who are like these alien creatures, and they're lesbians, and it's super brutal and super graphic, and lots of sexual content, lots of adult content, graphic content, all of that stuff, but I love it. This has been like my addiction. I picked up the first one on a whim, not really knowing what to expect, fell in love, and pre-ordered the second comics, and when I went to go pick up the second comic, the third comic had already been out at my comic book store, so I was just so excited to read these back to back. These are so good, and there's another one coming out at the beginning of next month. I cannot wait to read the rest of the series. I am just in love. Alright guys, so that is my weekly wrap up for the first 2 weeks of February. I hope you enjoyed it. I really hope to read a bunch more books in the next couple of weeks for the end of February. I did not participate in the Rainbow-a-thon like I wanted to, just because the last 2 weeks have been really crazy, lots of personal stuff going on, and then of course I have my vacation, but I'm really hoping to read a bunch more at the end of the month. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for coming. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!